Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today we're reacting to another Taemin song.
Finally.
We haven't checked him out in a while.
No, sadly, we love his music and we've been checking out a lot of SHINee and reacting to a lot of SHINee, especially over on Patreon, but also here on YouTube. But we just haven't been able to cram this song into the schedule, even though we really wanted to do it.
And
so
Taemin
now,
has a lot of songs.
He does.
So many.
But now we're finally doing it with Taemin, Guilty. Ooh.
I'm
very
excited. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last but not least, we already have so much SHINee content over on Patreon. We've got so many concert performances, commenting on and reacting to their amazing stage presence and just incredibly entertaining concerts because, dear God, they are so theatrical and so talented. We're also reviewing and reacting to their many cool albums over on Patreon. And dear God, they have so many timeless hits. And sometimes we're completely shocked by actually how forward-thinking they were, even going back a bunch of years. And it's just a pleasure checking out all of their content. I mean, there's encores over there, there's funny moments, and so much more SHINee content is also available over on Patreon. And there's new SHINee content coming out over on Patreon every single week currently. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel, since we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon. Nonetheless, let's do it. Taemin, will I be feeling guilty after watching this? Will it be a guilty pleasure, or will I feel guilty because I haven't properly checked out the music video for this before?
All of them. All the above.
Fair enough. I've never checked out the music video for this.
Or the song.
I think we might have heard the song to some extent in a live performance, but that's it.
1, 2, 3, let's go. I'm excited.
Poison apple, only J you wanna take a bite. 손을 뻗어, 비염 속에 깊이 빠져가. Just a little more, that's all it takes. 널 만지고서 throw it all away. 나를 주는 전부든 걸까?
Is it in the army? No.
No.
마음과 사랑을 헷갈려 원하게 만들어 우리 관계는 그렇게 됐어 모든 건 다 널 위해서
I can't tell. Is this like about a toxic relationship or some sort of bad boy seduction? I can't tell which one of them it is, but it's one of those two.
I don't know, but
could also be like for like 50 Shades of Grey or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Totally
as well.
unrelated, but I was just thinking that this guy from N-Team looks like Taemin so much.
You got a point.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I totally do.
I don't know how it's called. I'll put a
we'll
photo.
Find a photo. Yes.
Yeah, we'll find a photo.
He's found his Japanese little brother.
So much like Taemin. That's crazy.
Imagine just walking by and you just see this dude go all crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
Oh yeah, I remember this in the live. Man.
Yeah, we checked out a live performance of this. It was mind-blowing. We watched this one Taemin live performance and it was just incredible.
Man.
The quality and just how emotional and everything he was. He was just everything.
Yeah.
He was everything, and that performance was everything. And honestly, the song, even the music video, does it justice. But I feel like that video took it up to even a higher level.
Even higher, that's crazy.
Even higher level, but I really love the song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
You know what this reminds me of? Guys, this reminds me of like Justin Timberlake. You get me? This reminds me of Justin Timberlake produced by Timbaland. You get me? Like, what is that song called? Tell me you love me.
Cry Me a River.
Cry Me a River.
Yeah, it
and
is,
other songs over in that category.
Yeah, Yeah.
Definitely.
Taemin fits this perfectly.
He does.
He anything he does is just so cool.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. That's for sure.
Most definitely.
Let me tell you that.
And I also wish to say that Taemin's vocal is very unique. Like, he's got presence,
True.
he's got character, but it's very different. And I like how he uses his vocal. He's not trying to make it sound more stereotypical, more mainstream,
No, it's
more
just
normal.
his voice.
Definitely.
Yeah, and he knows how to use it.
Definitely. And I think that's a strength.
Yes.
For sure. Like, his violins remind me so much of Timberlake.
Man.
Ooh.
Bro. What's happening?
Every time.
Guys, this song is like, it could be a James Bond song.
Yeah, true.
That's the vibe I get here. It is so cool. It could be, like something along these lines.
These lines.
I don't know how else I'm supposed to really describe
this
it.
is just a bop.
But it has the epicness. It has the sensualness. It has a lot of very cool vocals running on top of each other from Taemin. And it's got the violence, which I also feel like is almost obligatory for something like James Bond-ish. You get me?
Yeah.
It has definitely a movie
the
quality.
epic. Yeah, because it's
has
epic.
this like Hollywood score.
Yeah.
You get me?
True.
With the orchestra and everything.
Yeah, this could
Very
be for
cool.
a movie easily.
Yeah.
Man, this is epic.
Either Korean 50 Shades of Grey or Korean James Bond or something along these lines.
This is.
Something
Man.
dark and sexual, but still an action movie.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like this would work for. Which also is kind of like the video. I mean, it's a decent description of it.
Bruh. This was better than even I remembered.
Totally.
This song.
I really love it. I really love this song. I still want to say sometimes a live performance can like take it on to even the next level.
He did took it to the next level.
Because when somebody...
this video and song is already top notch.
I want to actually say that the music video and that live performance we watched of it are like, they do have the same energy. You can clearly see like there is this dark, sensual sort of drama going on. However, I just feel like sometimes when you see a live performance of something and it's just like in one almost like continuous shot and it's just with that live vocal and that energy that just captures exactly what was going on at that point in time, it's just like elevates it.
It does.
However,
he did.
this song is amazing. I really love it.
Song.
I really like it.
Add it into my playlist right now.
Taemin has, honestly, he's totally doing his own thing within K-pop.
Totally.
I don't know anybody who's doing what he's doing. The rest of SHINee have found other directions that they're going into, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. However, Taemin, I would say, is the most unique. Like, you get me? Out of all of them. Like, still, we've heard some Key and we've heard a bunch of Minho, and those two still remind me more of things I've heard before.
Yeah.
You get me? Well, I feel like Taemin is trying to move completely into his own direction and do something more experimental,
Exactly.
I will say.
Yeah, I will say. And it works.
It obviously
It
has
wonders.
worked. And it's also
good.
really helped him build a solo fan base.
Yeah, of course.
Because he is offering something different.
He
I mean, no
is.
matter what business you are in, be that the music business, be that the food industry, whatever, if you can find a niche and do something new and different, but still appeal to your core fan base and have some level of mass appeal, you are bound to be successful.
Just be successful,
And that
100%.
is what I'm seeing
Taemin does.
being and doing for sure.
100%.
With this very violinic, sensual, sort of throwbacky, I almost want to
way,
say,
yeah,
to the
yeah.
Justin Timberlake, Crimea River
The
era.
Y2K,
Yeah.
in a way, yes, very like 2000s.
I would say so.
2010s,
It
yeah.
doesn't at all remind me of like a song from, let's say, 2019, 20.
No, not at all.
Like the Y2K thing has really
This
been
is like
coming back.
Taemin plus like Y2K.
Yeah.
It is very unique in
Sure.
that way. Yeah.
But still, I feel like there's a certain level of almost like timelessness to also just the dark sensualness of these types of songs.
True. There's
Plus,
always some timelessness to
let's say something like an orchestra of violins. I would still, even though it does remind me of that Y2K sort of sound with, you know, Justin Timberlake and what have you, I don't think it is doing it in a gimmicky way or
No,
even in
not
an
at all.
obvious way, because these types of violins, I mean, that could be anything. Like, there's always been orchestral violins. The actual
Exactly.
production is still very modern. You know, it isn't like actively trying to sound like
No,
it. It's
no.
more just it has some influences from it.
Yes.
And it seems like they have some inspiration from there. But it's still authentically right now.
Yes.
You get me? It's not like, let's say, The Weeknd doing his 80s kind of thing.
No.
It can't be compared to that at all.
It's just very him. Very
It's very
Taemin.
him,
Very
for sure.
nice. Very well done.
Get this in the
Wow.
next James Bond movie.
Really?
I heard we're getting a black female James Bond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it happening? Is it not happening?
I have no idea.
I'm just saying.
Put Taemin in it.
I'm just saying, if that's not happening, can we get K-pop Korean James Bond as like a replacement in case the other thing just isn't hypothetically happening? I'm
Let's
just
do it,
saying.
let's do it.
I would love it. Korean James Bond. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on. It will go so hard, especially right now.
It will.
You know, Koreans have never had more sort of romantic attention put upon them than now, thanks to K-pop.
Exactly.
Like, I've seen so many Koreans
And
talk about
K-dramas,
that like before nobody paid attention to me. They just
Exactly.
like viewed me as like, you know, skinny. Oh, he's an Asian guy, what have you. They didn't get attention, which is obviously super lame, right?
course.
But now thanks to K-pop, there's suddenly people,
Now being Korean is cool.
yeah, people view
I heard so
Koreans
many Koreans say that.
and Japanese people and Chinese people in a completely different light thanks to K-pop.
They have.
So why not capitalize upon that and get
they
Taemin
have.
as the new James Bond?
Taemin?
Taemin as James Bond. Let's
do
go.
it. Let's go.
I see it.
I see it.
Nonetheless, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Comment down below if you also see Taemin being the next James Bond. And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our Shiny content over there. There's new Shiny content coming out over on Patreon every single week currently. And we also have so much more K-pop content over on Patreon as well. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. Nonetheless, everyone,
Bye-bye.
see ya. I hope you don't feel guilty for clicking on this video because I like it. Bye, guys.